Hey, what's everybody's trying George Bear? Well, it is Friday, August 19th, 2022. And it is 4:24, 07 a.m. in the morning. I know I said I wouldn't use my disability money to buy alcohol. But my dad George bought some Bud Lights for me. There's no way to drink. Let's see. I got into an argument with my friend last night, but I resolved it. Really, I just try not to have enemies. I think I'll like my black friend named Ryan Cherry's Facebook. They died. And see, basically, me, Ryan, George Fair, I'm 30. Let me go to my notepad. I got 33 subscribers on Ryan Winning. There was only one negative comment that remained, and all my videos had 5 dislikes on them. First, people left me comments, and they were like, you would be listened to by a wider audience about issues concerning Jeffree Star. Or Kat Von D, or Nathan, or things like that. My job wasn't to answer questions. And see, I don't care about Jeffree Star. I watch his YouTube, but I don't care about him. I was tired of the exploitation. At any given moment, Ryan Rosenzweig, the Jewish boy, can think of me and put things about me on Ripoff Report, and so can Josh Knight. Anybody can. They can get in an argument with me and saying I'm going to put pictures or revenge porn on movies or information about you on Ripoff Report. I'm 30, and sometime when I was 20 4 25 or 26. It was when Alex Stephen Griffith messaged me in my Ryan Fair inbox and said, I'm going to put things about you on Ryan Church Fair ripoff report. My job was not to answer questions. My job was to sell my book. And let everybody know that because of Vicky Rice, they are giving me a house. So this is for Vicky. This is for Riley. This is for Alex Griffith, Allison Freeman, and Courtney Lynn King, and Ryan Glass. This is for my stepdad, Tony. They would lock me in closets. This is dedicated to the 1700 Dungarvan Courthouse of Horrors in Bel Air, Maryland. This is for Alicia. This is for Brian, who owns the Warder House on Jessica's Lane. This is for Billy Wesley Fouts and Gary Lanier, because I've opened up 3 YouTube channels and tried to talk to Billy Wesley Fouts, and he doesn't talk to me. So this is for Billy Wesley Fouts and Gary Lanier. His last name isn't Myers, it's Fouts. Not that I really care. Not that I don't care because I don't like him as my ex-boyfriend. Because he's a frog churcher, so good riddance. My job is to be an anti-cyberbully advocate. And I got this Grim Reaper to symbolize the 3 or 4 times I've tried to kill myself in my lifetime. This Dark Angel to symbolize my black friend's death, this dark tree, and this Gemini symbol because I'm a Gemini. Alex made threats to put things about me on Revolver Report after he stole my Xbox 360. So fuck you, Alex. You think you're famous, you're not. I'm more famous than your faggot ass. And see, you're a disgusting faggot. At least I might have done things with a boy. I had one boyfriend. But people want to know what happened to my boyfriend. You don't ever see any tweets about your playground, Alex. And you were like, what is your problem? My problem is that I live with a dad that likes to play with my money. And you sleep with girls, and girls won't sleep with me. And people say that they'll hook me up with girlfriends. Bull fucking shit. Girls just aren't interested in me, so I was like, you want your precious answers about what happened to Billy Wesley Fouts? Well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a camera. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Because once a week, there are 3,000 people that want to know what happened to Billy Wesley Fouts. And the answers to all your precious questions.
A free-to-play multiplayer game where you can unlock, earn, and
That's the answers to your questions. Even though I have all your answers. I have all the answers to your questions. There's nothing wrong with being gay or bi. My dad likes to play with my schizophrenia money and not give it to me and give it to Marjorie Rubershow and Jeanette. And my stepdad, Tony Mitchell Lilly, thinks it's fun to lock people in closets. Which is why I'm not visiting my mom. Which is why there are people that I text that want to beat the crap out of my stepdad and my father. And punch them in the face and give them a bloody nose. I was always a good kid, growing up in the 1700 Dungarvan Courthouse of Horrors. But when my black friend passed away from the coronavirus, when I dealt with Gabrielle Elizabeth Garza, who I tried to be friendly to, screwed me over, and Brandon James Drexler, when I dealt with Cindy, the girl with black hair turning me down in my public school, when I dealt with Kelly, the violin girl that was next turning me down, not talking to my friend Eden anymore, being cheated on, being stolen from. Because, see, one bitch wanted to cheat on me with 9 boys. And lied to my face all the time. Alicia cheated on me. My girlfriend with black hair left me for someone else. My camera says 1918. My computer says it is August 19th, 2022, and it's 4:43:16 a.m. in the morning. My Ryan George Fair Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Maryland channel. It's going to be the only channel that I upload videos on anymore. For those who want to see vlogs about Ryan George Fair. and there's always flies in my room flying around. My Sim 4 username is Ryan Aliendo. And my first best friend was a boy named Victor David Hill, but I don't talk to anymore. And now my new best friend is a boy named James. My ex-boyfriend's name is Billy Wesley Fouts, and Gary's name is Gary Lanier. And Skankisha thinks that Gary Lanier is disgusting because Gary wanted a threesome with me when I was 17 years old. And I've opened up, let me go to my notepad. In one notepad note that I made, channel to made that you say that Billy didn't rape you and he was your boyfriend, but people disliked it. I do feel that Billy Wesley Fouts did rape me. I was only with him from the time until I was 16, or 15 or 16 until I was 20, because George Fair didn't buy me a car and only let him come over. My dad, George Fair, would take pictures of me on his phone. And once a week, people want to know if Billy Wesley Fouts is alive or dead, what his real name is. And see, people think that Billy Wesley Fouts is funnier than Jeffree Star. Before Billy Wesley Fouts, I had 5 girlfriends and only did things with 3 of them. Ten months ago, I had a girlfriend with black hair. I worked at a Friendly's at the Harvard Mall, but they fired me. I worked at an alcohol store, and then they fired me. And were mean to me. So my job is that I collect disability, and there are flies in my room, and fly traps. There are messages in my Ryan Fair inbox from my dad, George, telling me not to talk about icky Vicky Rice, or she will press charges on me, when really they are giving me a house that I will be able to live in because of her. And if she tries to press charges on me, I can say that I'm a paranoid schizophrenic, and she is supremely interested in my underage relationship with Billy Wesley Fouts, and I can print out documents about her conversations with people on Ripoff Report and how she made fun of a man who had AIDS. And really, when I worked at my ShopRite job, Chevrolet was the last thing on my mind. My life was working at ShopRite, begging for customers, but no places will hire me, which is why I went out, bought a camera, and said I am Ryan George Fair, and you all want your precious Chevrolet to come back. And guess what? He's never going to and never will. So it's just me. There's the Meyer family that resides up the street. That is real. That exists, that shouldn't. There's Margie Robichaux and Jeanette. That exists, that shouldn't. This is Jared Green. That exists, that shouldn't. This is for Jared. He wants to give me an attitude. And really, my mindset was I can always open up a YouTube channel, get 20,000 watch hours, because the coincidence people are real. And Danielle Bregoli isn't a schizophrenic. She's only bipolar. And I was like, really, I can just always live in a huge house and hate everything. Because I know that people don't care about Ryan George Fair and 902B Jessica Lane. What they do care about is Billy Wesley Fouts. And the apartment complex that I live on is private property. I don't like Billy Wesley Fouts as my ex-boyfriend because he's an animal torturer. He would snap $7 in half for Ardelade. And I think he's a sick person. Meanwhile, I had frogs. I had cats. My dad will not let me have an animal. There's an old woman named Miss Margaret that I used to go visit in the apartment next door that doesn't live there anymore. There's Lakita that I don't talk to anymore. There's Shawnee Shortcake, who is the girl with blonde hair that I used to talk to. There's Victor David Hill, my best friend that screwed me over. There's Alicia, my first girlfriend that cheated on me. My job was not to answer questions. My job was to make a rip-off report about Alex. And see, because I'm Ryan George Fair, I know that I have no friends that actually care about me. They all talk shit about me. Which is why Victor screwed me over. And I sent Sarah a friend request and she denied it. Which is why Eden screwed me over. There's a black boy on my bus named Levante that masturbated that the bus aide wanted to hurt. There's a woman with black hair named Yvonne that I messaged on Saturday the 13th saying I want to talk to Billy Wesley Fouts. And she was like, I will tell Billy Wesley Fouts to message you. Not that he's going to. Not that I really care because he tortured frogs, snapped sand dollars in half, and made fun of people who had seizures. I talked to Kelly J. Caudill only on one day after him. And then Brandon's friend Abby wants money from me. My job is not to send money to anybody. It's my money. And for a long time, I didn't have money. This is for the 10 people in my Ryan Fair inbox that want my disability money. You can see the flies flying around in my room. This is for Ryan Rosenswag. Billy Wesley Fouts laughed when your mom got cancer. And I think it's hilarious. Too. No, I will not say I'm gay or bisexual. It's not gay. When your dad doesn't buy you a car. and only lets one person come over. Who is Billy Wesley Fouts?
The most important part of being a professional is acting professionally, especially when it comes to
Took a loss, but still a boss. For myself, I made a name. You gon' pay me what it costs. Ain't no cross up in my lane. Niggas gossip, yes they change. Drove me mentally deranged. That be why I keep it heated. Peter pipe just like the bank. Yes, you damn right, that's on gang. Heavy metal bitches playing. Got these nuts, it's not a thing. And dizzy thoughts a lot the bank. Fuck any nigga who hatin' in the cock, we run it up. We can go and hit the pavement, cause I got it out the mud. But friends at my arraignment, no, I'm dashing, get no love. I'm tired of their complaints, quick to snap just like a glove. It's no retaliation with them fucks I gave enough. So please don't try my patience, you might just run out of love. For my people who stressing, who cannot learn from their lessons, who just ignore them suggestions and keep a bull for protection. This my retaliation, fuck waiting, I'm impatient. I need a standing ovation after my retaliations from.
My longest video on here is 53 minutes long. And it is August 19th, 2022. And this is going on 43 minutes and 37 seconds. And it is 5:07:29 a.m. in the morning here in Bel Air. It is August 19th, 2022, and it's 5:07:36 a.m. in the morning, and my camera says this is 43 minutes and almost this is 44 minutes into it. My camera says 44 minutes into this video, 5:07, 5:08 p.m., 5:07 a.m., 5:08 a.m. in the morning, and 3 seconds. It is August 19th, 2022, 5:08, 9, and 44:27 on my camera. I'm going to upload this on Ryan George Fair, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Maryland. I hope everybody's got much love and peace for everybody from Ryan George Fair.